Budgeting is like brain numbing. I feel like I've been doing like an MTV Cribs with like living alone, but I haven't done an MTV audit. I'm like surprised that I'm doing like a budgeting video, and I think my subscribers are too, right? Like we're all kind of just like looking at the title of this video like, hey girly, are we qualified? And the answer is no. I just signed my, I'm like not even selling this video, but I signed my 3-year renewal of this apartment and I'm like, you know, I must be doing something right. All seriousness, well, something's going right? Am I right? But in this video, I'm gonna be sharing with you some pretty honest financial tips when it comes to budgeting and moving into your first place alone and like what that looks like, especially without a roommate. It is scary, but I have survived, and honestly, the bar is really low with me. So I'm pretty sure you will be okay. Okay, let's get into the video. Oh my God, are you subscribed? I'm literally about to like tell you about all of my finances and you're not subscribed. What's up with that? Like I can't even threaten you anymore because I'm exhausted. Okay, let's get into the financial budgeting video. Okay, so when it comes to budgeting and living alone, the biggest expense is your rent. Here's the thing. They say that your income, here's your income, your rent should not be more than 30% of your income. But when I first moved into this place, I was presented with, you either live with mom and dad or 50% of your income goes to your rent. Because at the time, I didn't have money. And I went with this one. I was like, oh, I'd rather suffer. I'd rather suffer than live with mom and dad. And so I did, and I suffered. Anyway, okay, so I think it's a difference between, are you working from home in your apartment or are you going to be working in an office outside of your apartment? Because honest to God, like if I didn't work from home, I would not have like this nice of a place. Like I would be like saving money. There's like no need to have this if I'm gonna be gone like half the day, every day. You know what I mean? Like think about that. But for you, find out how much am I willing to spend on rent a month without feeling like I'm drowning or compromising on like my lifestyle. I don't know, even if you are struggling like I was when I first moved in, and if you have a good plan, like you can get out of it. Utilities, oh my God. Okay, while rent is covered, utilities is where they really get you. My best tip is if you move into an updated apartment complex, you're gonna pay less in like water, gas, electricity. The reason for that is because like, well, modern technology, right? Like if you're in a really old building like I was 5 years ago, oh my God forbid it's cold one night, we turn on a heater. We just turn on a heater a little bit, the whole, like our bill is like over $100 because the poor building is so old that it's working overtime. With this place, oh my God, I'm doing the laundry like every other day. Like I'm joking, but like I am using like I'm using every button available in this home. I'm like, oh, can I turn this on? But my bill is still very reasonable. So when it comes to utilities, I would expect like $50 to $150 set aside for that auto pay. I don't want to bring this in too early. I was like, oh, let me like give actual tips. Auto pay is the way. Oh my God, should I like coin that term? Auto pay is like the best thing to ever happen, honest to God, especially with your utilities. For example, like AT&T, I have Google Fiber. They're like, oh, do auto pay, you'll get this much taken off your bill. I was like, say no more, fam. And auto pay with like rent. Do you know how many times I've been on vacation and I forgot rent, but it took it out of my card automatically because of auto pay? I feel like I'm like a spokesperson for auto pay. Honest to God, just make your life easier and do that. It's just so much better. But if for whatever reason you can't do that, set an alarm, like a reoccurring reminder in your calendar, in your phone to pay your bill. There should not be a reason for you to forget, right? We have far too many ways for you to remember. That's on you. I'm sorry, was that aggressive? I don't know. That's on utilities. Like I don't want to dive in too deep because, well, what is there to say? And another thing with utilities, if you want to be a little bit on it, it would be nice if you kept track in like a Google Sheets or Excel document. Like, okay, September I spent $50, but in October I spent like $70. What's up? What's up? That would be like really responsible of you. But because I am not, I just kind of like let go and let God with my utilities. Horrible advice. This is why I'm not like in finances, you know? But take it as it is. And I'm aware of everything that's happening. The next topic is credit card. Do you have a credit card? If you do, good. I hope you're building your credit. If you don't, I know it's scary, trust me. I got my first credit card a month before I moved into my apartment. I didn't know what I was doing. I went to the Chase office. Like, that's how like clueless I was. I was like, oh, let me talk to a representative in person. And the guy was so sweet, and yeah, we just chatted for an hour and I got a credit card. Credit cards are really great. It's a great way to build credit, especially if you are like newly out of college or you've never really experienced having your own credit line. I get it, it's totally daunting, but best tip, and it's the easiest tip, right? Like, don't spend what you can't pay off. I say this because I was like, oh my God, let me get a new laptop computer. And I put it all on my credit card. I was able to pay for it, but it took a little bit longer than I was expecting. Yeah, not the move. Not the move. But hey, my credit to this day is chef's kiss. I'm like honestly shocked. I don't know how, but it is. But a credit card is also great for emergencies, for sure. Oh my God, my car broke down, like I told you guys in my other video. Popped it on a credit card, paid for it in like a couple days. So another responsible thing to do, I like how I'm like adding as like responsible, like things that I should also do. Another responsible thing to do is put your utilities on your credit card if you want. It's an option, because if you know that you can pay that expense off every month, then your credit card will give you points, which you can use towards like travel or like whatever benefits your credit card has. So that is an idea. Okay, so this next one, when it comes to living alone, we need to talk about transportation, right? Some of us have cars, some of us have bikes, and a lot of us Uber. So here's the thing. When you're living alone, you need a lot of FaceTime, right? And like I say this because I talk about it in like a lot of my videos, like it's really important to like get out and about. But I find that like Uber and like car riding services really add up, and it stresses me out every single time because of course, like I don't want to drive my hoopty car, but it's gonna save me a lot of money. Think about it, right? Like, okay, let's say you go out with your friends one night, $20 Uber downtown. Then it's gonna be like hiked up prices later at night. It's gonna be like 25, 30 bucks back. That's like $50, $45, $50 that you're spending on a ride sharing app. In addition to drinks, in addition to like food and entertainment, and like these are things that really add up. So think about like, okay, what am I spending my money on when it comes to like getting around? If you can park your car, take your car, be safe, be a designated driver, like do it if you're gonna save money. Honestly, like I had to limit how much I was going downtown because of how much the Ubers were, like late at night. Oh my God, my friend had to pay 60 bucks to get home. For what? You know what I mean? Crazy. Yeah, transportation, it really does add up. Okay, this next one is medical. Honest to God, my brain is already off. Like I have left the building. I don't like talking about this because I have no idea. Health insurance, I don't get it. I really don't. And I'm not afraid to say it. Like I just like can't process it. So hopefully your job provides health insurance just in case of an emergency. I know there's so many different health insurance companies that you can use, even if you're just like freelance and you can just, like I am, like I have to find my own health insurance. So I don't know. I shouldn't say that. You know, I don't know what to tell you. Health insurance, I can't sit here straight face and like give you tips, right? Like I still to this day am struggling. I wish I had an employer that provided health insurance, but unfortunately at this time I don't, and it really sucks. I can't even tell you. It's something that like stresses my mom out and me out, but if your job provides it, even better. Okay, so this one is groceries. This is a topic that I know a lot of you are curious about, especially if you're not used to cooking. One, if you've never cooked for yourself before, that's something. If you're used to cooking for like you and your roommates where you guys are splitting the groceries, that's another thing. The worst thing you can do is buying more than you need. Oh my God, do you know how many times I've had to like throw out like rotten food from my fridge, and I feel so bad, but it's just like, you know, I'm not keeping track of like how many times I'm going out with my friends and then knowing that like I have produce in my fridge. My best tip for you is, like I've talked about this in my other videos and my like what I eat in a day, but it is basically have like two really good meals that you know how to cook and perfect it. and those will be your meals that you'll get groceries for, just 2. And then those will have like 2 days of leftovers each. Perfect. And then you will have like a day where you can do takeout or go out with a friend and grab dinner. It's actually like my perfect sauce, right? Like that's like what really works for me is like I just find, like yesterday I made a roast chicken, and then today I'm gonna make salmon. And I know that I have yesterday's leftovers for today, and then tonight's salmon will be tomorrow's leftovers. It's actually perfect. Oh my God, I planned this out perfectly. But groceries, yeah, it really gets you. Grocery shopping is the best part. And you're cooking for yourself. It does suck that you cannot split that cost with a friend or like a roommate, but it is what it is. And just get like food that you know you'll actually eat. Like you're not gonna wanna get radishes if you're never eating radishes on a daily basis kind of thing. Because almost always, I always get radishes and they always go bad in my fridge because I always forget that I have them. Do you know what I mean? Ugh, anyway, you guys are probably like, what is this video? Same. The next one is entertainment. Oh my, you know what? It's the subscriptions for me. It's the Netflix, it's the Hulu, it's, oh, honest to God, like you name it, they're like a subscription. Jiffy Lube probably has a subscription, honestly. Like, I'm stressed and I'm overwhelmed. I'm gonna just tell you the truth. If you have a friend that has a subscription, like ask if you can have their login. I said what I said. Oftentimes, you don't even know that you never canceled a subscription. One time my ex, he got this like gym membership and he literally was paying for it for a year because he didn't know that you had to go in person to cancel. $1,000 gone. My best tip is just go out with like your friends like 1 or 2 nights a week. Honestly, like maybe once a week so you can save money, but also you can save up so you can really kind of like ball hard with your friends. Because I really hate like going out often with my friends during the week and then I'm always like pinching pennies on every hangout. Like I'd rather like save up so then when I do hang out with my one friend that week, I'm ready to ball hard on like whatever. But limit yourself. So like I basically do like 1 entertainment activity a week, which is so depressing. Trust me. But it's a compromise with myself, so. I also want to talk about furniture. I think this is like such a big cost when it comes to living alone. I kind of want to do a separate video on like furniture and like how to really get the most bang for your buck. So if you want that, give it a thumbs up and let me know. But a lot of what I did was like, I mean, everything in my bedroom, a lot of it was from like Wayfair. You just got to make it look nice. And then I got like a lot of my other stuff from like Goodwill or Living Spaces or like really good furniture sites. But I did it gradually, right? Like I'm not gonna buy all this stuff at once. Like it's okay to sleep on your mattress for a month while you like figure out a price for your bed frame or your side tables. All of that's okay, and like take your time on it because like you're doing it for you, right? You're not gonna do all this for other people. So make sure you kind of go at it at your own pace so you're not financially burdened like I was, because I remember in my first month I spent like $500 on furniture and it was horrible. I feel like a lot of this you guys know, but it doesn't hurt to kind of hear that it's okay if you take your time on things, and it's okay if like your place isn't like, you know, perfect initially upon moving in. I'm in my 3rd year and I'm still adding things to my apartment, and I'm like, it wouldn't have looked this good like 2 years ago, right? Like all good things take time. That's kind of cute. Second to last one is gifts. Oh my God. Financially, I am ruined by gifts. Hear me out. Gift giving. I think I'm a really great gift giver. So much so that I don't look at price tags. So much so, okay, gift giving can be in all forms, right? Like holidays, anniversaries, date nights, birthdays. Oh my God. And worst of all, weddings. Weddings will strip you dry. I'm sorry, am I getting married? No. I was maid of honor for my best friend's wedding. You guys, I couldn't even, I think that's why like I got in credit card debt for a minute, because like when you're maid of honor, it's like, it's your wedding at that rate. It's like you have to pay for, oh my God, just look it up. Like maid of honor is so stressful. Like, no, but I also spend a lot of money on gifts. I know. I think it's really special. I like gift giving, but my wallet does not. Yeah, I spend a lot of like, oh my God, flowers, getting it delivered to someone's door, God forbid, $60. I'm not even lying to you. That's like the cheapest decent flour delivered to someone's door, $60. And at this rate, I have like a birthday a month. I'm truly burdened as an only child with gifts, right? Towards like the beginning of the year, whenever it's like Mother's Day, then it's my dad's birthday in June, and then it's my mom's birthday days after, and then it's Father's Day. I'm literally suffering with these gift-giving opportunities to my parents. I literally am like, okay, I'm broke. I can get you anything. Horrible, you guys. And then, you know, you have to buy gifts for yourself. I said what I said. Like literally, I was gonna go shopping today to get stuff for myself because my birthday was a couple days ago. What's up with that? And I decided not to and make this budgeting video for you. Just a lot's happening. The last one is savings. Yikes, hard. I'm gonna be honest with you, saving is really, really hard. I have a Roth IRA and I highly, highly recommend. Look into it. Basically, you invest money into an account every single month, and if you have a good accountant, they will invest for you into stocks and whatever else. When you're investing every single month, ideally if you're 25, literally start now because you'll make like $1 million by the time you're like super old. Let's say you put $100 every single month. Whenever you want to withdraw it at like age 65 or however old you are, the tax will not be imposed. If I could choose between like a Roth IRA or a 401k, I would do Roth. Another really good idea when it comes to a savings account is find a savings account that has a high return interest. So I know, I forgot what it's called. It's this one right here, Axis or ASIS or one of those. Savings is just gonna be good for you in regards to like an emergency fund. My car broke down. I didn't have money in my savings at the time and I paid for it through my credit card. But everything's fine now. But it's like, you gotta think about stuff like that. Definitely do your research. Like I know there are so many other helpful resources out there on YouTube and like, you know, family, friends and all that. But when you're kind of doing life alone, it's really hard, right? It's super overwhelming on like, where do I get started? This is a lot of information and it's hard for me too. And I struggle as well, but it's all about like having a good head on your shoulders. And still to this day, like the best tip I got was from my cousin. And when I was complaining about like money, she was like, you're not always gonna be in this financial position, right? Like things change often. And so just know that you'll kind of get the hang of it, and you have to get the hang of like what your like lifestyle is like. And once you kind of are getting like a mental tab of everything, then you're gonna start doing things that are really gonna benefit you and your financial future. Oh my God, am I a financial advisor? I think so. DM me. I'm just kidding. You guys, I am trying here. Like it's all a struggle. I think it is for you too. And if it is, like I totally empathize. We're all in this together. If you guys want to Venmo me later, I'm just kidding. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I, honest to God, like I hope this was helpful for like literally one of you. Cause I like tuned out for a lot of it. Cause like budgeting is freaking hard. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. What do you think about the camera quality? Do we like it? Because I want to upgrade. All right, love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Okay, kisses.